Good morning, and welcome to the Navy Supply Corps School's Basic Qualification Course, 3rd Battalion Graduation Ceremony. I am Lieutenant Dalton St. Romain, and I am privileged to be the Master of Ceremonies for this morning's event. At this time, I ask that you please stand for the arrival of the official party, the playing of the national anthem, and the invocation. Military will remain covered throughout the event. Navy Supply Corps School arriving. Commander, Defense Logistics Agency, Energy, arriving. Color Guard, parade the colors!
Color Guard, forward, march. Ready, halt, left, face, present, colors.
Color Guard, retire the colors!
Carry, colors. Ready, cut, right, face, forward, march.
Side boys, post!
Post the side boys eye. Side boys. Left, over right. Face. Forward. March.
Chaplain 4 will now offer our invocation.
Let us pray. Almighty God, we assemble today with fierce pride and sacred purpose as these warrior logisticians of the United States Navy Supply Corps emerge victorious from their crucible of transformation. These are not simple managers, but the beating heart that pumps life into our global fleet, the master architects who build bridges of readiness across vast oceans and turn strategic vision into tactical reality. Lord, as they cross this threshold from student to guardian of the supply line, breathe into them the relentless drive to shatter every barrier to excellence, and endow with them the calculated precision of a master tactician, the unshakable resolve of a proven warrior, and the adaptive genius that has made our Supply Corps the envy of navies worldwide for over 2 centuries. And through your sovereign power, forge these graduates into the steel cables that bind our fleet's strength. Let their planning be flawless, their execution be lightning swift, and their dedication to mission accomplishment legendary. And may they champion our distinguished heritage as the Navy's logistical warriors who ensure every warship, every squadron, and every operation possesses the tools of and for victory at any moment, in any waters, against any foe, always prepared to fight and always prepared to win. Amen.
Thank you, sir. Military, uncover 2. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce the commanding officer of the Navy Supply Corps School, Captain Richie Jenkins.
Good morning, everyone, family, friends, BQC 3rd Battalion, and friends on the left side of the room. I'm Captain Richie Jenkins, the Navy Supply Corps School Commanding Officer, and I'd like to welcome you to the Wheeler Center, which has been our home since 2011. We are a corps of the United States Navy that has been around for 230 years of our 250-year existence of the Navy. And prior to here, we trained in locations such as Harvard Business School, Athens, Georgia, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Washington, D.C., and now we've called Newport our home since 2011. Thank you to Chaplain 4 for another wonderful prayer. We always enjoy Chaplain 4's visits to us and his inspirational words and encouragement. I'd like to thank the Color Guard for parading the colors in a very professional and military way. Thank you very much to those 4 officers. BM3 Dufour, our bosun, piping us ashore. That's what the Navy sounds like, and there's no better tradition than the bosun piping the commanders onto the ships and onto the stations. I'd also like to thank the working party from 4th Battalion. Some of you are sitting in the back here. This does not happen without your efforts leading up to the event, and of course the efforts in breaking down after the event. So thank you all for your hard work there. Navy Band Northeast. These are regional bands that support ceremonies like this. So thank you to the Navy Band for being here. The national anthem truly is better with live instruments and real people. So thank you so much. You all provide a tremendous service to our Navy. And I would also like to thank our students who are awaiting instruction. So those are the students who are awaiting to be classed up, and they also provide a great service and participate in this ceremony that we have every quarter here at the Supply Corps School. I would also like to thank some long-standing and very valuable partners at this time who are with us on the front row here, and they represent some very wonderful organizations, which you'll hear a little bit about today. But Mr. Dean Robert Wenig of the Military Officers Association of America, thank you for your support to the Supply Corps. Commander Retired Walter Wazowski, the Newport Navy League chapter. Thank you, Walter, for being here and for the Navy League support to the Supply Corps School and the Supply Corps. Mr. Jeffrey Hawting from the National Industries from the Blind, very long-standing partner and a sponsor and recognition of our distinguished graduate today. And then Captain Retired Joe Dunn, who is representing the Navy Supply Corps Foundation, which is one of our own that recognizes Supply Corps community members, current and past, who have served proudly and worn the oak leaf proudly. The Supply Corps Foundation is a wonderful organization, and Mr. Dunn will talk to us a little bit more about their purpose and their mission as a foundation in just a little bit as well. And then also here I'd like to recognize Captain Dina Risley. Captain Risley is currently serving as the Director of Supply Corps Personnel in Millington, Tennessee. Everyone knows the Director of Supply Corps Personnel, and everyone knows who their detailers are, because that's your next assignments and how you manage your career. But Captain Risley is here with us, and she's also going to be the next commanding officer of the Navy Supply Corps School. So we're excited to have her here with us today and to have her celebrate with us. My wife Taffy and I would like to welcome especially the families that are here today. We absolutely could not do what we do without your support, your encouragement, and frankly your love to all these young professionals that are getting ready to go to the fleet. And there's going to be a lot asked of them, and we want to recognize your support in their lives as well. At this time, I would like to ask any of those family members who have served, who are veterans, to please stand. So please join me in a round of applause for them, right? Thank you for being here. Your service inspires us continually. We, as a schoolhouse, recite our Sailor's Creed once a week, aloud and together. And there's one line in our Sailor's Creed that talks about those that have gone before us to defend freedom and democracy around the world. And your service inspired all of us who are currently serving today. So thank you for being here. Our mission at the Navy Supply Corps School is simple and straightforward, although we like to say the art of logistics is never simple. As long as warfare has been around, as long as our Navy has been around, you have needed logistics professionals to feed, fuel, and sustain our fleet. So our purpose here is to train these professionals who are about to go do the very important job of fleet supply and fleet sustainment. But at the end of the day, it's about leading. It's about competing well, and we're in a very intensifying competition environment today. And if and when called, it's about fighting and winning in the maritime domain. And that's serious business. And today we celebrate the next step along those lines, as many of these sailors and officers will be going to tactical units, afloat units, and they will be serving around the world. Every day our Navy depends on you. Depends on officers who possess knowledge, skills, and abilities that have started right here at the Supply Corps School in the 6 months that they've spent with us that culminates in today's ceremony. Learning is a lifetime endeavor. Today's not the end, it's just the beginning, quite frankly. It's your challenge is to continually learn and to challenge your sailors and to challenge yourself in this global environment and this global Navy that we serve. We emphasize logistics effectiveness given the increasing threats we face today. And the maritime domain is front and center in all parts of the globe, whether it's the Arctic or the Indo-Pacific or the Eastern Mediterranean or the Red Sea. So I assure you the officers today are graduating prepared, and they are ready to go lead, fight, and win in today's Navy. I'm extremely proud of our staff who have prepared you. Last week, and oftentimes we comment about you probably aren't going to remember everything we teach you, but I can assure you you will remember all the people that invested in you and taught you, from your instructors to your administrative support personnel, to your XO, to your CO, to your everyone who's involved on this staff. So I'd like to ask the NSCS staff, Public Affairs Officer as well, I'd like to ask everyone who's on the NSCS staff to stand and be recognized, please. All right. And there's a few in the back hallway here that aren't seen, but you can see it's not a large staff, so I can assure you they punch well above their weight in delivering the instruction that all of you need and those that are coming behind you will need to be successful in the future. So thank you to the Supply Corps staff for such a job well done. At this time, it's my great honor to introduce our guest speaker for today, Rear Admiral George Bresnahan. Admiral Bresnahan is currently serving as the commander of Defense Logistics Agency Energy. He is in charge of a large portfolio of fuels around the world. He is the largest consumer of fuel, us being the Department of Defense, that is, the largest consumer of fuel. So he has a large responsibility in supporting the Joint Force globally. He's currently headquartered, DLA Energy is headquartered in Fort Belvoir, Virginia. His previous flag assignments also included a tour as the Director for Logistics, the J4 at U.S. Africa Command, which is one of our geographical combatant commands around the world. He commanded Explosive Ordnance Disposal Support Unit 1, ESU 1, out in San Diego area. And he's also a leader that's demonstrated, as you can see in his bio in the program today, just tremendous range throughout his career. Jobs he's held included Supply Officer of USS Arden and USS Chief, the Mine Countermeasure Ship out of Ingleside, Texas. Assistant Supply Officer of USS Essex, so he has established himself afloat, which is one of our critical community values that you perform aboard ships and in operational units. He was a logistics planner at the very elite Joint Special Operations Command down in Fayetteville, North Carolina area. So when you think about the elite of the elite in the SOF NSW realm, that's Joint Special Operations Command. He's also been the Chief of Staff of Naval Supply Systems Command, one of our systems commands in the Navy. And then finally, two jobs that I've had in common with him were the Assistant Chief of Staff of Commander Logistics Group Western Pacific, also known as CTF 73, headquartered in Singapore. And he was also one of the illustrious former executive officers of the Navy Supply Corps School. So we welcome him back today, and we look forward to his remarks. At this time, I'd like for you to join me in a warm welcome for Rear Admiral Bresnahan.
All right. This is a great day. So good morning, everyone. And a special good morning to Third Bat, right? Okay. What a fantastic day. And without question, this is one of the best things that I get to do as a flag officer. It also reminds me, when I see all these young faces, how seasoned I am or have become. I graduated from the BQC in 1997. When I told the class that, they didn't say anything bad, but I could see the look on their eyes like, this is a really old guy, okay? When we were back in when NSCS was in Athens, Georgia, and as the skipper mentioned, I came back as the XO in 2012, and I have visited several times over the years. This is a special place for me, and I absolutely love coming back here. Now, I was told by a mentor several years ago that when you give a speech, remember the 3 B's. You guys know what the 3 B's are? All right. Be good, be brief, and be gone. Okay? I'll leave it to you to determine if I achieved any of those. We'll see how it goes. I also know I'm one of the only things keeping you from getting the heck out of here. So I'll try to keep those promises. First, I'd like to welcome Captain Risley, longtime friend. I'm super excited that she's going to be here, continuing the excellent work that Captain Jenkins has done when she takes the helm next summer as the Supply Corps School Commanding Officer. And any other distinguished guests we have with us today, thanks for being here. Thank you, Chaplain, for the wonderful invocation. And thanks to the color guard, the side boys, the band. And I also want to thank everyone who helped put this together. I remember how much work goes into these graduations to make it special. I want to give a special thanks to MOA, the Navy League, National Industries for the Blind, and the Supply Corps Foundation. Thank you all for being outstanding partners with the Navy Supply Corps School and the Supply Corps community. You absolutely make a difference. And last but definitely not least, I want to welcome and thank the families and friends of these graduates we are recognizing today. Your support is greatly appreciated, and these graduates will need your continued support as they embark on these careers. Now, I didn't have this written down, but I'm not going to lie. When I walked in here and I saw the drill instructor, it brought chills to my mind because, you know, I still have memories of my drill instructor back in 1994 when I went through OCS. But thank you. Obviously, you've trained some of these folks, and appreciate you being here. To Captain Richie Jenkins, thanks for the opportunity to be part of this amazing day. Richie and I have been connected for many years, and I was ecstatic that he became the CO, and it's a pleasure to be here. I know you, the XO, and the entire NSCS staff have done an exceptional job developing these officers and certifying them ready for sea. Thank you for executing this critical mission. Now I want to take some time to talk to third bat. We had a little bit of time to talk yesterday. First, congratulations. You have done extremely well, and you have demonstrated that you have ability and technical savvy to go to the fleet. You have the hard skills. What I want to do is leave you with some of those soft skills, some leadership tidbits that may help you when you get out there. I know these are some of the things that have helped me along my way. So first, take care of your sailors. It really is that simple. If you take care of them, they will take care of you. Yes, hold them accountable when necessary, but again, take care of them. Never forget that responsibility. 2, set the tone for success early and be the example. Be the epitome of our core values: honor, courage, and commitment. Your sailors need to know what right looks like. If you accept less, so will they. 3, never settle for the status quo. It's easy to be average, but that's not going to be enough to win. We must be better than the adversary, and only you will lead your team to mission success. It will be challenging, and I'll tell you, if it feels easy, you're missing something. 4, take care of yourself both physically and mentally. Do those things that keep your glass full. Spend time with family and friends when you can, and try your best to achieve some semblance of work-life balance. It will not be easy to do that. Lastly, and I can't say this loud enough, enjoy the ride. There's no way I could have stayed in uniform for over 31 years if I wasn't having a good time. Make no mistake, there have been tough days, and there will be tough days for you. But the fun days have significantly outnumbered the not so fun days. So I want to close by saying, congratulations on embarking on the greatest adventure of your life. You have chosen to do something greater than yourself. You are now a part of the Navy Supply Corps community, providing logistics, supply, sustainment, readiness, and quite frankly, enabling lethality for the greatest Navy the world has ever seen. All of you are going to billets that in one way, shape, or form are critical to national defense. And I know this may sound crazy or a little cliche, but I promise you, I would trade places with you in a heartbeat. Enjoy this ride, shipmates. Trust me, it goes by fast. God bless all of you, the United States Navy, and the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you for the wise words, sir. At every graduation, we take time to recognize those individuals who distinguish themselves with extraordinary effort throughout their time at the Navy Supply Corps School. Please hold your applause until all awardees have been recognized. Ensign Peter Boachi, please come forward. Ensign Boachi is reporting to USS Wasp, LHD-1 in Norfolk, Virginia, and he is the recipient of the Supply Management Excellence Award. This award is presented for the highest grade in the Supply Management course. Ensign Boachi is also the recipient of the Navy Exchange Service Command Ship Store Award. This award is given for the highest grade in the Retail Operation course. Thank you, Ensign Boachi. Ensign Edward McCaslin, please come forward. Ensign McCaslin is reporting to USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, CVN 69 in Norfolk, Virginia, and he is the recipient of the Scott Spencer Food Service Excellence Award. This award is given for the highest grade in the food service course. Thank you, Ensign McCaslin. Ensign Jairus Brown, please come forward. Ensign Brown is reporting to USS Emory S. Land in Agana, Guam, and he is the recipient of the Leadership Management Excellence Award. This award is presented for the highest grade in the Leadership Management course. Thank you, Ensign Brown. Ensign Justin Dunn, please come forward. Ensign Dunn is reporting to USS Rhode Island Blue Crew, SSBN 740 in Kings Bay, Georgia, and he is the recipient of the Defense Finance and Accounting Service Excellence Award. This award is presented for the highest grade in the Dispersing Management course. Chief Warrant Officer to Hamilton, please come forward. Commander Retired Walter Wazowski, on behalf of the Newport Navy League, will now present the Navy League Honor Courage Commitment Award. This award is presented to the student officer, chosen by the staff, who best demonstrates the Navy Corps values. The recipient is Chief Warrant Officer to Hamilton, reporting to USS Theodore Roosevelt in San Diego, California.
Morning, Admiral Breslin, Captain Jenkins, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and newly minted supply officers. I'm Walt Wasowski, retired Navy commander and member of the board of directors of our Newport County, Rhode Island Council of the Navy League of the United States. For those of you who may not know about us, the Navy League of the United States was founded in 1902 with the support of President Theodore Roosevelt. It's a nonprofit, civilian-run educational and advocacy organization that supports America's sea services, U.S. Navy, Marine Corps, U.S. Coast Guard, NOAA, and our U.S. flagged merchant marine. Simply stated, we're citizens in support of the sea services. Our mission is to support, educate, and advocate. On these last 2 points, I'd like to direct a few remarks at our graduates here, and that's the fact that since we do things such as lobby Congress, for many years active duty personnel were not able to be members of the Navy League, but that changed a couple years ago. So I just wanted to make sure you were aware of that, and the fact that what I'd like to leave you is with this. We're a worldwide organization with over 220 councils, not only in the United States, but throughout the world. As supply officers, whether aboard ship or at a shore command, you may be the individual who can connect your command with the local Navy League. And just like here in the Newport area, we're here to help you. and to support you and your command. If you want to know if you're going into a place and there's a Navy League, just go on to the Navy League website, navyleague.org, and you can find a list of where they are. Reach out to us. We'll be happy to help you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commander Wazowski. At this time, Mr. Robert Winnig will now present the Military Officers Association of America Professionalism Award. This award is presented to the student officer chosen by the staff who best demonstrates the enduring values of true patriotism, strong moral ethics, and a commitment for achieving outstanding accomplishments. Ensign Gustavo Magallan, please come forward. Ensign Magallan, reporting to USS Newport News, SSN 750 in Groton, Connecticut, is the recipient of the Military Officers Association of America Professionalism Award.
While we're taking a picture, I'll just say on behalf of the 350,000 plus members of the Military Officers Association of America, congratulations to graduate, and certainly congratulations to Ensign Magallan. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, gentlemen. Captain Retired Joe Dunn, on behalf of the Navy Supply Corps Foundation, will now present the Leadership Awards. These awards are presented to the Supply Corps officers chosen by the staff who have demonstrated unmatched servant leadership while being an exemplary leader within both the classroom and the community. Ensign Kale Mara, please come forward. Ensign Mara is reporting to USS John P. Murtha, LPD-26 in San Diego, California, and he is Echo Company's recipient of the Navy Supply Corps Foundation Leadership Excellence Award. Thank you, Ensign Mara. Ensign James Garcia, please come forward. Ensign Garcia is reporting to USS Gettysburg, CG-64 in Norfolk, Virginia, and he is Foxtrot Company's recipient of the Navy Supply Corps Foundation Leadership Excellence Award. Thank you, Ensign Garcia. Sir, the floor is yours.
Morning, everyone. First, I don't want to upstage the Admiral. It's a very bad thing to do, but it was 230 years ago today when I was graduating from BQC in Athens back in the day, and I remember the buzz, and I'm feeling it here, the excitement about going out to that first ship. It's just a couple of speeches and a PCS, and you're out there doing what you got to do. But thank you all the friends and family that came out to support, defend, etc. But this is the most fun, and to echo, don't miss any of it. It goes by amazingly fast. And but before I get going, Justin, thanks for taking the Dunn name to a higher level than I've ever known. You know, props to you. So appreciate that. My name is Joe Dunn. I'm the head of investment for the Supply Corps Foundation. I just want to say how truly honored and thankful I am to be here. First and foremost, congratulations to our graduates. Didn't need these 230 years ago, but it's this is more of a ceremony than it's a milestone in your career. It's the next thing that you're doing It's the community that you join, the Navy Supply Corps community that you're joining. As you prepare to step into that first assignment, know this role you're taking is not just important, to echo the Admiral, it is mission critical. What you do, amateurs talk about tactics, professionals talk about logistics. So it is the most critical thing that you're going to be involved in. Every successful operation, every deployment, every warfighting edge our Navy maintains, there's a Supply Corps officer who's making it happen. And now that officer is you. So take that on as best you can. Your leadership, your logistical expertise will be the engine behind mission success and how your ship does in the fleet. To give some background, the Foundation is a nonprofit dedicated to supporting the supply community, and we've been doing it for over 50 years. Our mission is simple: to serve those who serve. Lifelong support, professional development, strong network, lasting connection to our shared heritage. And if you've ever worn the oak leaf, whether for 4 years or 40, you're a member. This is a community for life, and we're trying really hard to make sure that we support that community. Right now it's around 4,300 active duty and reserve, more than 30,000 veterans, 38 chapters around the world where you can plug in, engage, get some help, get some expertise, use the community as you see fit, both professionally and personally. What we do mostly is we award scholarships for families, mostly for school, assist with career transitions, offer mentorship, and connect members to a global network of Supply Corps professionals. We also take a lot of pride in recognizing our distinguished Navy Supply Corps alum. We've got people like Bill Marriott, Marriott Hotels, Roger Enrico of Pepsi, Roger Staubach, and as an Eagles fan, it hurts to say that, but I get over it each year. My deputy who got out and became CEO of Polaris, Janie Mines, first African-American woman to graduate the Naval Academy. Each one credits their experience in the Supply Corps as a cornerstone of their particular success. So it's not just a chapter in your life, it's a foundation for lifetime personal and professional accomplishment. As you graduate, know that you're not just going to your ship, you're joining a very special group, one that's ready to support and champion you, walk alongside you through every chapter of your experience. We're proud to sponsor the 2 leadership awards presented. We're honored to provide you with a special book, Ready for Sea, The History of the Navy Supply Corps, as a gift and a reminder of the legacy you're now part of. Of course, we're honored to sponsor today's graduation reception and this morning's graduation social. Once again, congratulations. The Foundation proudly celebrates your achievement today, looks forward to the legacy that you'll shape in the years to come. It's now your Navy. Thanks for allowing me to speak on behalf of the Foundation and the Board of Directors. We're proud to stand with you today and always. Fair winds and following seas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now invite Mr. Jeffrey Hotting of National Industries for the Blind to award the BQC Honor Graduate. The Honor Graduate demonstrated excellence in the classroom across all curricula, achieving the highest overall academic average.
Good morning. Good morning, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Rear Admiral Bresnahan, for your inspiring words. I've got to remember those 3 Bs. Captain Jenkins, Commander Flynn, Chief Diaz, distinguished guests, friends and family, and the men and women of this graduating class. I am so grateful to have the opportunity to speak with you this morning, and it's an honor to participate in this ceremony representing the National Industries for the Blind, or NIB as we are called, and we're part of the Ability One program. And to the family, friends, and fellow servicemen and women of this graduating class, I know you must be so very proud of your graduates today. At the National Industries for the Blind, our mission is simple and singular: to enhance the lives of people who are blind through meaningful employment. Our goal is to enhance their economic independence by creating, sustaining, and improving employment opportunities. And the Navy and the Department of Defense have played a crucial role and continue to play a crucial role in achieving that mission. NIB's mission is tied directly to those who are graduating today because we have been supporting each other for more than 7 decades. 2 critical missions aligning together to drive each other's success. NIB's mission was launched in 1938, just after the Great Depression, and when President Roosevelt signed into law what's called the Javits-Wagner-O'Day Act. And it was this act that created what we call today the Ability One, U.S. Ability One program, a program that offers full workforce participation to all people, regardless of their perceived ability. NIB is a central nonprofit responsible for implementing the Ability One program. And we do that through almost 100 nonprofits, companies around the country. That's where the real work happens, and that's where it gets done. The Ability One program controls what is called the Federal Procurement List, which catalogs thousands of products and services that are mandatory in support of the Department of Defense and all other federal agencies. And it's through this important program that over 5,000 individuals who are blind gain meaningful employment that is truly government that works. A recent study found that for every taxpayer dollar spent with the Ability One program, the federal government receives $2.66 back. That's not only in the actual product or service we provide, but it's in those government assistance programs that those employees who are blind no longer need. We hear repeatedly from individuals working in the program that they are immensely proud to become taxpayers, not simply tax takers. And so, for many of our employees who are blind, who were unable to serve in active duty because of their disability, this work gives them an opportunity to support the mission of our servicemen and women. When you choose to support with NIB, you're making a difference in a hard-working individual's life. So we have a long-standing relationship with the Navy, and specifically the Supply Corps, and it will be all of you who purchase our products and services. In fact, the Navy accounts for about 15% of the sales in our program and continues to create jobs for people who are blind in all the different service lines of our business. Many of you know us by our famous Skillcraft pen, if I can get it out of my pocket here. The famous pen that's been around for over 50 years. This pen can write a mile, can write upside down. Apparently you can do a tracheotomy with it. I haven't practiced that. We also sew many of your uniforms, assemble shipboard fire hoses, close out tens of thousands of contracts, staff call centers, manufacture the mattresses that you will sleep on board. And yes, we even compress the toilet paper that is used in many of your ships when you deploy. I want to highlight one of the employees who's blind, who manufactures the Navy mattress. That happens at a company called LCI, a nonprofit in Durham, North Carolina. His name's Derek Henderson. Derek lost his sight later in life. He owned a successful furniture moving company, and he lost his sight. He started making Navy mattresses back in 2022, quickly became the top producer at LCI, makes 35 Navy mattresses a day, and is now also a trainer for other employees. So it's this job that helps him provide for his wife, Tiffany, of 23 years, his children and grandchildren. Several years ago, to recognize this important relationship and the teamwork between the Navy and NIB, we began presenting a sword to each class's honor graduate. This award is to recognize not only their individual excellence and performance, but to inspire and encourage that individual and the entire graduating class to continue making a difference in the lives of people who are blind throughout your Navy Supply Corps career by choosing Ability One products and services. So, without further delay, I would like to congratulate Ensign Justin Dunn on achieving the Award of Honor Graduate, and I would invite Ensign Dunn to join me on stage. It's a tremendous honor to present the Commissioned Officer Service.
Good morning, Admiral Bresnahan, Captain Jenkins, distinguished guests, staff, shipmates, family, and friends. On behalf of 3rd Battalion, I would like to thank Admiral Bresnahan for taking the time to be here with us on such an important day in our Navy careers. We would also like to thank the Navy Supply Corps Foundation and the National Industries for the Blind for their support and recognition. Their commitment to fostering excellence and service within the Supply Corps community is truly appreciated and inspiring. And to Captain Jenkins, instructors, and staff, we would like to extend the greatest of thank yous to all of you. Your mentorship and commitment to our development has prepared us to take on some of the most incredibly vital roles that will undoubtedly help grow in the continued success of our country's warfighting capabilities. Your examples have set the standard that we will strive to uphold in the fleet. To our families and friends, thank you. Thank you for your encouragement and support. Your sacrifices behind the scenes allow us to serve. The long hours, missed calls, and time away from home are not just the service member's burden, they are yours as well. We recognize it, and we are deeply grateful. Today's milestone belongs to you as much as it does to us. To 3rd Battalion, it has been a privilege to learn and grow alongside all of you. From long days flooded with PowerPoints and stories of red Camaros, to long nights at the 44-0, these last several months have challenged us. However, through resiliency and dedication together, we have built a foundation of teamwork and trust that we will carry forward into the fleet. We all come from various places and diverse backgrounds. We all have our own unique experiences, but we leave here united with one purpose: to support the warfighter and enable the mission. The friendships we have forged here will strengthen not only us as a Supply Corps community, but the Navy as a whole. As Supply Corps officers, our role is critical. Every mission, every sailor, and every American will depend on us to deliver at a moment's notice. That is the responsibility entrusted to us. That is our commitment to the United States. Together, we will uphold the standard and ensure the greatest Navy in the world stays ready for sea, ready to fight, and ready to win whenever and wherever we are called. Congratulations, 3rd Bat. You have earned this moment. And finally, because I will be leaving, I would like to congratulate Lieutenant St. Romain on regaining the title of Best Mustache in the Schoolhouse. Kuya.
That's right. At this time, we will now award BQC graduation certificates. I ask that you please hold all applause and fanfare until all students have been recognized.
First row, feet. Left, face. Forward, march.
Ensign Amavi, reporting to USS Wasp, LHD-1 in Norfolk, Virginia. Lieutenant Avila, reporting to USS Mesa Verde, LPD-19 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Boachi, reporting to USS Wasp, LHD-1 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Brandon, reporting to USS Jackson, LCS-6 in San Diego, California. Lieutenant Junior Grade Brooks, reporting to USS Manchester, LCS-14 in San Diego, California.
Second row, beat. Left, face. Forward, march.
Ensign Broussard, reporting to Headquarters, Supreme Allied Commander, Transformation in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Brown, reporting to USS Harry S. Truman, CVN-75 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Brown, reporting to USS Emory S. Land, AS-39 in Agana, Guam. Ensign Buhayevsky, reporting to USS New York, LPD-21 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Kangas, reporting to USS Tripoli, LHA-7 in Sasebo, Japan. Ensign Carpenter, reporting to Fleet Logistics Center Yokosuka in Yokosuka, Japan. Ensign Chang, reporting to USS Harry S. Truman, CVN-75 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Cleveland, reporting to USS Patrick Gallagher, DDG-127 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Contreras, reporting to USS Frank Cabral, AS-40 in Agana, Guam. Ensign Curry, reporting to USS Thomas Hudner, DDG-116 in Mayport, Florida.
Third row, feet. Left face. Forward, march.
Ensign Disoniu, reporting to USS Michael Mansour, DDG-1001 in San Diego, California. Ensign Dickey, reporting to USS Iowa, SSN 797 in Groton, Connecticut. Ensign Doherty, reporting to Navy Supply Corps School in Newport, Rhode Island. Ensign Dunn, reporting to USS Rhode Island Blue, SSBN 740 in Kings Bay, Georgia. Ensign Ewing, reporting to USS Carl 11, DDG 120 in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Ensign Faraci, reporting to USS Maryland Gold Crew, SSBN 738 in Kings Bay, Georgia. Ensign Foley, reporting to USS Gerald R. Ford, CVN 78 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Furlan, reporting to USS Truxton, DDG 103 in Norfolk, Virginia. Lieutenant Junior Grade Dario Garcia, reporting to USS Harvey C. Barnum Jr., DDG 124 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign James Garcia, reporting to USS Gettysburg, CG 64 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Guzak, reporting to USS Fort Lauderdale, LPD 28 in Norfolk, Virginia.
Fourth row, feet. Left, face. Forward, march.
Chief Warrant Officer to Hamilton, reporting to USS Theodore Roosevelt, CVN 71 in San Diego, California. Ensign Henry, reporting to USS Harper's Ferry, LSD 49 in San Diego, California. Ensign Hernandez, reporting to USS Abraham Lincoln, CVN 72 in San Diego, California. Lieutenant Junior Grade Herring, reporting to USNS Comfort, TAH 20 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Horner, reporting to USS Nebraska Blue Crew, SSBN 739 in Bremerton, Washington. Ensign Huen, reporting to USS Fitzgerald, DDG 62 in San Diego, California. Ensign Jackson, reporting to USS Columbia, SSN 771 in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Ensign Ja, reporting to USS Lassen, DDG 82 in Mayport, Florida. Ensign John Baptiste, reporting to USS Iwo Jima, LHD 7 in Norfolk, Virginia.
Fifth row, feet. Left, face. Forward, march.
Ensign Jenkins, reporting to USS George H.W. Bush, CVN 77 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Jung, reporting to USS Carl Vinson, CVN 70 in San Diego, California. Ensign Yurkovic, reporting to USS George H.W. Bush, CVN 77 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Lake, reporting to USS Georgia Gold Crew, SSGN 729 in Kings Bay, Georgia. Ensign Mangelman, reporting to USS Halsey, DDG 97 in San Diego, California. Ensign Mansfield, reporting to USS San Antonio, LPD 17 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Manzano, reporting to USS Portland, LPD 27 in San Diego, California. Ensign Mara, reporting to USS John P. Murtha, LPD 26 in San Diego, California. Ensign McCaslin, reporting to USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, CVN 69 in Norfolk, Virginia. Chief Warrant Officer 2 McCrae, reporting to USS Boxer, LHD 4 in San Diego, California.
Sixth row, feet. Left face. Forward march.
Ensign McGollin, reporting to SSN 750 USS Newport News in Groton, Connecticut. Ensign Moshas, reporting to USS Robert Smalls, CG 62 in Yokosuka, Japan. Ensign Nunez, reporting to USS Santa Fe, SSN 763. in San Diego, California. Ensign Perry, reporting to USS Somerset, LPD-25 in San Diego, California. Lieutenant Redden, reporting to Maritime Security Squadron 6 in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Ensign Richardson, reporting to USS Portland, LPD-27 in San Diego, California. Ensign Rivera, reporting to USS Richard McCool, LPD-29 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Sanabria, reporting to USS Russell, DDG-59 in San Diego, California. Ensign Schwinn, reporting to USS Frank Cable, AS-40 in Agana, Guam.
7th row, feet. Left base. Forward march.
Ensign Simpson, reporting to USS New Mexico, SSN 779 in Norfolk, Virginia. Lieutenant Slane, reporting to USS Truxton, DDG 103 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Smith, reporting to USS Mesa Verde, LPD-19 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Sparks, reporting to USS Mustin, DDG-89 in San Diego, California. Ensign Stowe, reporting to Naval Support Facility Diego Garcia in Diego Garcia. In the name right there, right? Ensign Strom, reporting to USS McFall, DDG-74 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Torrance, reporting to USS Theodore Roosevelt, CVN-71 in San Diego, California. Ensign Urson, reporting to USS Chaffee, DDG-90 in San Diego, California. Ensign Ueche, reporting to USS Iwo Jima, LHD-7 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Wiley, reporting to USS Abraham Lincoln, CVN-72 in San Diego, California. Ensign Yang, reporting to USS Anchorage, LPD-23 in San Diego, California. Ensign Yu, reporting to USS John F. Kennedy, CVN-79 in Newport News, Virginia. Ensign Zapone, reporting to Naval Support Activity Mayport in Mayport, Florida. Please join me in a round of applause for our graduates. To close out our ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, the commanding officer will now deliver his final remarks.
All right, Lieutenant St. Romain's been a great MC. Do you agree? Let's give him a round of applause. And another round of applause again for all the graduates today from 3rd Battalion, Basic Qualifications Course. So congratulations on this milestone. Again, as go back to the opening, this is just the beginning. This is not the end of anything. The learning journey continues. You've worked very hard to get to this point. We're proud of you today. To the staff, thank you again for all the support that you've shown these young professionals, junior officers that are heading to the fleet to do great things. You're now about to become a part of the rich tradition of the United States Navy Supply Corps and the purpose and the mission that we serve and give to the fleet each and every day. It matters, as we've heard in the Admiral's remarks. Thank you, sir, for being here again today. We are inspired by what you're doing and what you have done, and it's truly a great honor to have a phenomenal leader speak to these graduates today. Again, may God bless you, your families. Thank you again for being here today. It's a tremendous honor to host you on a beautiful Newport day, so hopefully you'll get a chance to celebrate a little bit over the weekend. And at this time, it is my privilege to certify 3rd Battalion Basic Qualification Course ready for sea. Shipmates, go do great things, serve our nation, serve with purpose and honor, and we look forward to seeing you in the fleet. Fair winds and following seas.
Will the guests please rise for the benediction and departure of the official party? Military, cover! 2.
Let us pray. God of might, God of mercy, the sustainer of all who call upon you, and the fortress of those who depend on your strength, grant us now unwavering confidence and profound peace as we release these exceptional naval leaders into the theater of operations where they will shape the future of maritime power. They who have earned the right to bear the standard inherited from centuries of supply chain mastery and combat logistics excellence. Move powerfully through us and this institution today and through generations yet to come. May their strategies be visionary, their leadership forge legends, and their legacy endure across every bridge, every hangar bay, and every forward operating base where America's Navy projects strength and defends freedom from the depths to the stars, ready to serve. Amen.
Amen. Post the side boys!
Side boys aye. Side boys left, face, forward, march. Side boys left, or right, face, post.
Commander, Defense Logistics Agency Energy, departing. Navy Supply Corps School, departing. This concludes this morning's graduation ceremony. 3rd Battalion, dismissed!